All right. All right, so guys, welcome back to Melissa's Cricket Creation. Today we have a very special video. We're going to do sip and craft, okay? So we're going to sip, we're going to craft, and we're going to discuss, okay? So, but before we get started, as always, go ahead and like this video, comment however you feel about this, and subscribe as we're on our road to 1,000 subscribers, okay? So today is Vlogmas Day 5. This video won't go up in time. It won't go up until tomorrow, so I guess I might post 2 tomorrow to make up because I don't want to post so late because I don't think people get the notifications when I post so late at night, so I'm going to post in the morning. But thank you for being here. All right, so let me introduce my guest. He's my Facebook friend. You're from where?
I'm from Monroe, Louisiana.
You're from Monroe? I thought you was from somewhere else.
Well, no, I lived on the West Coast for over 20 years. 18 years in Seattle, 4 years in Las Vegas, and 1 year in Oakland.
Okay, cool. So Mr. Richard is a follower of Mr. Kevin Samuels. You subscribe to his madness, right?
I wouldn't call it madness. That's just a man with an opinion.
I'm sorry. Yeah, right. He's just stating his opinion. I'm sorry. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and go over a couple of things for the crafting. So today's craft, we will be making the glasses that I know you've seen all over Facebook. The classy. This one's going to be bougie. And then we'll have the shot glass, which will be ratchet. Okay, so I use permanent vinyl. That's what you'll need. And you'll need transfer tape, which you can get this at the Dollar Tree. I didn't get mine from Dollar Tree, but you can. So it's just clear tape, and this is how we transfer it to the glass, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and weed this, and then I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to place it on the glasses, okay? So if you're worried about the measurements I chose, I hope I remember. Okay, so for this glass, and if it's wrong, I'll correct myself later. But I'm pretty sure for this glass, it was 3 by 3. I think I did 3 by 2 for this one because I wanted to make it smaller because of the curve. And then I think I did 3 by 1. But like I said, if I'm wrong, if I didn't give you the right measurements, I will correct it later. I'll check it. But it's on my phone. And so since I'm talking with my phone, I can't look at it because it'll mess it up. But all you have to do is you will just weed this. So I'm going to weed this. And while I weed this, I want to play Mr. Kevin Samuels. Please don't look him up on YouTube because it's a bunch of nonsense. But I'm going to go ahead and give him a view and play what he said. Not the whole thing because it's kind of long. But I will play some of what he said while I weed it out. Did anyone watch the video that I already posted? I know Katrina did. She told me she watched it. But he set himself up. I'm gonna open up the scene while I look up. So in the beginning, okay, what he said was a young lady wanted to know. She said that she had been making 6 figures for 3 years, and the guys she was attracting, were not. She felt like they were trying to use her for her money. So she wanted to know what did she need to do to attract a man that makes the same amount of money she makes, right? She wasn't asking for anything outlandish, you know. She just wanted to attract a man that was making the same amount of money she was making. And Mr. Samuels basically asked her to rate herself. And I will say she went wrong here. She said rate herself from 1 to 10. 7s are off the table. I guess he feels like everybody would rate themselves a 7. And she rated herself a 5 without makeup and a 6 with makeup, which, you know, we got some self-esteem work to do there. But basically what he told her, she was average at best, okay? And that she didn't deserve a man. She doesn't qualify for a man of that caliber. That either she needs to lower her standards and date an average guy, okay, or she needs to die alone. So we'll start there while I weed, and I'll go ahead and let you, while I look for the video and weed, I'll go ahead and let you get started on. So how did you feel about that?
Talking to me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, about the video?
Yeah, no, let's start with him telling her that she didn't qualify.
I agree.
Why
She
does
does look. She could because she's average. The thing with that, the thing I have encountered. First of all, I used to be a bouncer in Vegas for like 4 years. The 4 years I lived, I worked at 4 nightclubs, and I've met my share of celebrities. And I have never seen, or CEOs or people who own stuff, guys. I've never seen them with average-looking women on their arm. They always have that so-called eye candy on their arm. And I've never seen one of those guys, any man of means, who has resources and options. They don't date women that look like her. They're not going to even get involved with her at all because they can do better.
They can do better. Okay.
Yes, because they have money. They have resources. There are tons of...
6 figures, though. She said 6 figures.
Well, that just depends on what she's looking for. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know what the woman's preferences are. Is she into white guys, maybe? Maybe she can go over there and date one of them. You know, that seemed to be the thing that they swirling. Oh, black men don't want her? Well, one thing about this, I'm going to tell you. I used to date. I've dated 2 women who, like, made good money, probably over 6 figures. And women who make 6 figures a year, their attitude is horrible. You can't tell them anything. They're not coachable. They don't want to listen. You know, they already have their mind made up. Like, hey, why do I need you? I got this money. This money is all I need. This money is making me. I got all these fancy degrees. I'm a PhD. I know I got 5 or 6 masters and all this stuff. And men don't want to hear that. What man want to sit back and listen to a lady of means? If you're making 6 figures a year, that's awesome. I actually congratulate you because that's pretty difficult to do, especially nowadays.
Okay.
But it's the whole arrogance of it all that most men don't want to tolerate, don't want to deal with that. So if she's running men away, obviously it's not her money that's making them go away. Like all that. Right. Even if she do meet guys who's quote unquote using her for her money, that's what they're gonna do. I wish I knew what state she was in. That'll really help me. That'll really help me narrow this thing down. If I knew what state she was in, because if she's anywhere on the West Coast, that's what guys over there do. They use women for money, especially in Cali.
Because they're broke. So let me ask you a question. So, but okay, so 6 figures is just like 100,000 a year, right? So she said so she just wanted to date a man that makes at least 100,000 a year, and everybody. See, you're under the assumption that every man that makes 100,000 a year fits a certain model. You know that they're all this type. They're like the Kevin guy or whatever. But there are different types of 6 figures.
Of course, it's all kinds of archetypes. Yes, all different types of archetypes.
So everybody, there's a 6 figure nerd. There's a. I feel it. I wish I was married too, so I could exit out of this conversation. But there's all type of men, and so their standard of what attractive is different. You know, so what you might consider arm candy, the next man might not. So wouldn't the better answer be that she needs to work on herself as far as self-esteem? Because, you know, she rated herself a 5. And
that's because she is a 5. I think she's a 4.
Standards.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. She's not red hot in the face. She had on all those accessories. Take all those accessories off, and let's see what you look like. And you follow me on Facebook. You know how tough I go in on sisters about wearing the weave and the hair hats and all of that and all this excessive amount of makeup. Hey, that's your head, so you do that. But that's what I do. I do that because I like the natural beauty of it.
Go ahead.
No, nope, that's not it at all. I like the natural beauty of a sister. When I look at her, I want to see her.
I don't want to 5 at her natural beauty.
Man, that lady ain't no 5. She's a 4. No, she's a 4.
I have a question for you. She said, "How would you rate yourself 1 to 10?"
This isn't about me. let's
Like
stick.
Kevin
No, let's
said.
stick to the topic, please. Let's stick to the topic. It's we can't be allowed to be deflected. So there no
Be
deflecting.
deflected. We're
No,
trying to see like
that's a deflection.
what because beauty is subjective, right? So we're
It
just
is.
trying to see like what do you consider? We're trying to see your range.
So as far as women,
Yeah. So I mean, what do you rate yourself? So we're trying to see how hard of a critic are you?
I'm a guy. I don't go around rating myself. Men don't do that. What men you don't sit there and like, oh, I'm a 10. The hell?
Women don't do that.
Guys don't do that.
Women
No
don't do that.
man. What kind of men?
Men do that to
What
women.
kind of men they be running into?
Men do that to women.
Of course. Yes. It's called a double
But she
standard.
said she agreed that weak men can't really tolerate a strong woman.
It's not the fact that you have to. Well, it actually depends on what your definition of weak is. And the thing is that this whole strong woman notion, and you're talking to
What
a
is
guy.
a strong woman? What is a strong woman? Define that. So
You would have to define that because you guys like to say it a lot.
what label
So I should be asking you.
women? What would you label as a strong woman?
A woman that's a woman that take care of the house. She takes care of her husband. She takes care of her kids. She's submissive. She don't have an argumentative spirit. She's not on all this.
Woman. So you wouldn't want a woman like that?
That argues with me? Why would I want someone to argue with me?
You said a woman that take care of her family. That's what you said.
Yeah, take care of her family. Take care of the house. Take care of her husband. Take care of the kids.
So that's a negative thing?
No, that's not negative at all. You asked me what a strong woman was. I was giving you the breakdown.
But then you went that argues with you. I didn't say that. I said you said men don't like. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm saying one that doesn't have a arguing spirit. You want somebody like that. That takes away from her strong. Strong is everything I just described in a woman. But a lot of women today, and I'm generalizing in a sense of not.
Sure. Go ahead.
They think strong is being an a-hole and being difficult.
No, the problem is men. Right, you want, like they said, you ask a man, what's a good woman, and he started describing a slave. Like that's real true. You want somebody that will talk, that's gonna cook, clean, take care of the kids, and show up when you want them to show up, but not have an opinion outside of that. And that's what
No. I don't want to date a robot.
Yeah, you do.
She can have an opinion.
If she disagrees with you, she becomes argumentative.
That's fine. No, that's called adult conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about someone. As soon as you walk in the door, they're just on you, and everything is an argument. There's no couth conversations to be had.
Are you single?
Me, yes. Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, so what keeps you? Have you ever been married before?
Nope. I'm good.
What makes you? Why do you think being single is a good thing?
It works for me. I don't want to be tied down to nobody.
Okay, but let's get back to the point. Okay, so he told her that you said she doesn't qualify because she's basic. She's a basic chick. She's not even. You said she's not even a 5, but
no, she's like
I said, 6 figures is only $100,000 a year. All she said.
That's it.
Okay, I had somebody say that, women, we don't just, most women don't just argue for the sake of arguing, Like, if you're doing your part, okay, ladies, I'm going to apply this on the curve. If you're doing your part, you won't hear from me. Let me see, can I change this so you can see while I do this? You won't hear from me as far as, complaints. It's most of the time men want to do the minimum, okay? And they don't want to be called out for that. See, men have been babying for years, and they think all they need to do is show up. It used to be, at least they would pay all the bills, okay? Even if they had multiple, not condoning multiple families, but at least, back in the day, they was taking care of things with multiple. Now men just want to exist, and they don't want anybody to call them out just for existing. And so what Kevin is saying, in other words, is that women that will only be, rated by our looks, and anything else we do is subpar. even though they're created, that's a lie though. Even though they're created, these baby mamas or whatever you want to call it, you've created all these situations, but then we're judged by the situations you created because you created 10 families and decided not to be with any of them. Now you're too good to date these same situations. And let's just be honest. I don't want to bash men by no means, okay? That's not what we're here for.
No, you're not bashing anyone. You're just stating your opinion.
I haven't got started yet. But the man that Kevin keeps talking about, it's not a lot of them out there. Okay.
No, it's 4%.
Right. So I mean, we working towards something that really don't exist. Like we're trying to find Santa Claus, pretty much. You know. Yeah. So like a lot of the stuff he says, it's just not even relevant in most people's lives. Like I think a better answer would have been, there's not that many wealthy black men, and you might need to open up your mind and date, outside of your pay grade, because it's less likely you're going to find a black man, in your pay grade. That would have been a more real answer.
No, he had to keep it real with her because she's thinking too high. She just to go back before I even say anything about that. When you stated that men used to do this and men used to do that, you want to know what kills that? You want to know why men don't do it anymore? You want to know why chivalry is dead?
Why?
Because women killed it.
Women
all throughout the 90s. What do we hear? I'm strong. I'm independent. I don't need no man. I got my degree. I'm strong. I'm independent. I don't need a man. I got my degree. Okay, 2 decades of that, men like, okay, you strong and independent. Go ahead, you got that. That's why men don't do anything for the women overall anymore, because you have 2 decades of I'm strong and I'm independent. So women kill chivalry with the word thirsty. Oh, girl, he thirsty because he opened the door for me. Oh, wow, really? That's thirsty. he thirsty because he's in my inbox. Wow, he's actually may want to pursue you, and you never know what type of man this may be. This might be a guy who could change your life, but since he's in your inbox, he's thirsty.
So, because I don't treat people back, the way I react to people is by who I am, not by all this extra stuff, that you're talking about. Like, I don't really curse. I don't do all that. And even when I'm talking to somebody that's irritating me, I still don't do it because that's not who I am. So chivalry is dead because men decided to kill it. Not because of any other reason.
No, ma'am.
Because
no, ma'am.
men decided to kill it because
ma'am.
They don't 2 decades of male role
2 decades of I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm educated. I got my degree. Killed all of that.
Educated right along with us. But you say that. So I have a person that said, Richard, if you have a daughter, would you want her to date based on so-called ratings? Or would you, let's see more. Would you tell her? I can't see it, so you have to. It won't let me click to see more. It won't let me click to see more.
Oh, okay. But I kind of get the gist of what they're asking. But I do have a daughter. My daughter is almost 25 years old. She can do what the hell she wants to do. I can't control that. She's grown.
Of course you can't control her. But what do you want for her? Do you tell her, like, hey, you should be...
I do tell her. But at 25, at 24...
You don't deserve this type of man because...
At 24, she's not going to listen. Because the type of dude she's with now, I told her, hey, this guy is probably not the best guy for you because he doesn't do anything.
But is that who she qualifies for?
I don't know.
Is that who she qualifies for?
I can't answer that because at the end of the day, it's her preference. That's going to be her choice.
So it's up to your daughter. The rest of us got to qualify.
What's that? No, that's up to you guys too. You have to qualify. You qualify whoever you qualify for.
No, you just said he was right that the lady only qualified for a certain type of guy. Now I'm asking you, is your daughter dating a look? I mean, I'm not, of course, I don't believe this mindset, so I'm not saying that your daughter is. I think all women, deserve the best. But by your logic, is your daughter dating a loser because that's who she qualifies for?
I don't know if she qualified for, but that's who the hell she like. That don't start changing until women get into their 30s and 40s. Then they start looking for the so-called Mr. Right, the so-called nerdy dude. They're not doing that in their young 20s because I wasn't looking for a good woman in my young 20s. I'm just looking to smash. I'm 20.
How old are you now?
I'm in my 40s.
And what has that gotten you?
As far as what? Now, it's got me. Oh, I'm single, but I'm not looking for anyone.
You're not looking for anyone?
Oh, hell no. I am so solid. I'm good.
Okay.
It's about
So
me.
this is the classy glass, guys. And now I'm going to go to ratchet on the shot glass. Okay, someone says, are you reading the comments along with me? Yeah, you're dancing around the questions.
No, I can't. I
hurt?
can't see the comments.
You can't see it. Has someone hurt you?
Heard about what?
That left you to this mindset?
No, ma'am. I leave women. They don't leave me. You crazy?
Is that a good thing?
I ain't never been dumped.
That you run